but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right side, it's Glow. Got room at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got the quick pass. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense trying to take it back.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Moving out to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Hand it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Hit right back to the line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Butler. He's out of bounds at the 27. Yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets rid of it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Comes down, it's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Press center downs going to the air. Snares it outside. It's Burrows.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quick give. Stop right there.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Lee. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Smashes through the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. From deep, it's Grove. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. It's complete to the left. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside, it's Lee. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. In the red area, it's Lee. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Out wide right, it's Butler. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Eagle, check, eagle. Cross. Circuit.
Wants to go up top on second down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On the move. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Under pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Third and long right here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the move. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy, because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 4 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on, and it's a sack. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-flat.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Still looking. Left side, it's Burrows. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Wilson's got it. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd down to the air. Stepping to the right. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. So right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complementary football right now.
Out wide left, it's Lee. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Right side, it's Grove. Touchdown, Bruins! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. sends out the offense to start this drive. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Second and long here. Running to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They're going to test the right side with this one. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Moving the pocket, it's Ncaa. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Pulls it in. Shakes off the defender.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Right at the line. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back on first down. Short pass. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He's changing the play. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. All over him immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he drops to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going with the ground game left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. How about that, making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Turns it upfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking left. Caught. Touchdown, UCLA! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
How About that second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the return, it's Burrows. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad in this defense, man.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Going to take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Burrows. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
The Panthers will try to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Now, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Grabbed over the... Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over it. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. They're all over it. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
This is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, 4th quarter, 4th down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. Look out! Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll run it.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Here they come on 2nd down, trying to put this game away. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. Man, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else